Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to make, some coils for a magneto charger, magnet charger, whatever you want to call it. So I've made some plywood. These were 1/4 inch pine plywood, and I alternated the grain, glued them up. So unfortunately, my hole saw was just a skosh too big, bigger than what I would have liked by maybe a 1/16, but it's going to work. I'll go, I got another one of these shafts. This is 1 3/8 by 7 3/4. And these here, well, they might even be a little thicker than 3/4. They're probably more like 7/8. But let's go on over to the lathe amongst all my junk. You'd think I'd clean up, but you know. So I just got done wrapping. So this almost fits on there good. Oop, get you guys locked in. There we go. So what I need to do now is just tap that up. I've been putting black tape on until it was a nice tight fit. Oop. It's tight enough you can't push it on by hand, but yet it rocks right up on pretty easy, so. Something like that. Well, I didn't get a tape measure, but. So this one here you can see is a little small. Get all the dust off. And how many trips do you think it's going to take? 2? I'll try 2. I don't know why I don't remember to keep my jackknife out. I keep putting it in my pocket. Normally I just rip it, but I don't want to have a frigged up end. Oh. I think it's going to need just a skosh more. I ended right there. Oh yeah, it's pretty tight. I'm going to put a fender washer on here. There. Now we know that's going to fit. I'm going to take it off because I want to cut a groove right across here to bring the wire in. And then as we go along with the other coils, won't be frigging up the coils. I'm going to go do that with just a razor blade. Nothing fancy. I'll be back. Okay. Make sure the camera was going there. You can see what I did. It'll ramp it right up on. So now we can tap this right on. Just like so. Okay, so I'm going to leave probably a good 6 or 8 inches out of that. And I'm going to start winding this. It's going to be a slow, kind of dumb process here for a few minutes because I don't have stuff where it needs to be. And what I should have done is turned it the other way. This first 2 or 3 passes is going to be a pain, but we'll get her. Yep, we will. Come on. what I should do probably is drive a staple in that wooden spool, and that would help that stuff stay over. But now let's see. All right. When I get to the other end, I'm going to go ahead and tape a bunch of it. I felt a little bit of a snag there, something caught somewhere. That's hard on the finger. So what I'm going to do is start on this end. I am going to go right down through there. Let that loose now. I'm going to probably do 2 wraps of tape just to help it not want to climb down in between. I don't think it will because it's a solid strand. And now that bottom core should not bother again. Of course, I put my jackknife away again. Just telling Carol last night, I says, you know, I think I'm about due for a new one, but I kind of hate to give it up. I've been carrying it for quite a few years. I'm actually going to go get a welding glove, I think. That's pretty tough on the hands there. Oops, wrong one. I don't know if I'll have enough wire to make this next wrap or not, but I can hear the tail coming. Doesn't matter, we'll solder them together. Wow, that is like perfect. Yeah. Try to get enough rolls, I can get a little tape on that edge. There we go. That's much better with a glove. Ah, yeah. Now, just to help stuff be secure, I'm going to go across here real quick. I'm sure if this was going to be a commercial venture, you'd have to do this in like a fiberglass tape or something. But for me, it's good enough. Yeah, there's my tail. So I've got 2 wraps done, and it's going good. This is staying in where it belongs. Just a little bit of a problem to start. I'll bring you back when I get it done. Well, I forgot to show you that soldered joint, but this is the 4th wrap that I'm going, because I made 2, then the joint, that was the 3rd, now I'm on the 4th. I should make it all the way across, but I'm not positive. Don't sound that good. Sound's coming to run out. I made it, but just barely. So, yeah, I got a bad spot right there. So I guess I got to wrap 1 off so I can get it soldered beyond that bad spot. See right there. I'll probably cut it right here and just strip that off. But anyway, we're real close. So we are going to go and just put some tape on this stuff to hold it where it is. And I'll tape this while I'm going. There'll be a few little bunions in it there wherever I started and stopped, but that's all right. Anyway, I'll bring you back when I get this done. Haven't decided yet how many wraps I'm going to do. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a little bit. I'm just using the Burns-O-Matic torch and a pair of needle nose vice grips, and it comes out pretty good. So anyway, I'm going to slide this piece of, I'm only going to use 1 this time because it made a pretty big bulge here with 2 of them. And I don't really like that, so anyway, we'll see what we end up with here. Wipe all the extra flux off. I do have a heat gun, but I didn't want to get it out. I think we got a finally see the glue coming out on that last little pass. Now the whole secret to this, get my glove on, is get it wound up while this is still hot. Because if you let it cool off, it gets real stiff. There we go. She rolled right in nice. Yeah, a little bit of a frig up there, but here's what it is. I want to have 6 layers on here. Should give me 300 turns. And then I'll get another 300 on the other one. Where's the end? Right there. Yeah. That looks all right. Yeah, we can cut her out here. There we go. I will go and put some black tape on that just to hold it. Oh, come on. There we go. When I get all done, I'm going to put black tape the whole length of it. And that will make it even more stable of a coil. Although it's not going to go anywhere now. It's captive with them wooden ends, which I'm going to leave on. And she'll come out pretty good. You know, like everything, if this was one piece of wire without having to be connected, it would be much better for it. But it's all right. When I get done, I'm going to have nothing but time in this and no real money. Which is, you know, that's always a good thing. So all I have to do is get back down here. And I got some short pieces. I'm going to go get one and whoop, wrong notch, I guess. There we go. And yeah, we'll clamp that on there. I'll just bring this up so I can balance those pliers right there when I do it. I'll bring you back when I get it done. So I've got 6 turns on here, or 6 layers I should say. And I'm going to just wind a bunch of this black tape on, more to protect the windings than to hold anything in place, because it's definitely wound tight enough it's not going to go anywhere. But you know, a lot of people, they accidentally drop one of their top pieces or whatever up against the coil. I just don't want to have nothing get frigged up, so we'll make 2 passes around this. Well, go back up to the middle. Call it good right there. Did I put that friggin' knife away again? There, that is 1 coil done. Which I'm pretty happy with. Yeah. I'm going to do the same to the other one off camera. Of course, this is the top where your bar is going to go. This will clamp to the weight on the steel base. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, we got both of our coils done. As you can see, this is the one that's the in-feed. That's the one that had the channel cut in the wood. On this one here, the in-feed is on the other side. So one is wrapped. This one here is wrapped left hand. This one is wrapped right hand. So we'll feed this one. I don't know which that will make, north or south. I could read some books and figure it out, because it has to do with which way. Yeah, somehow they got a way that you hold on to the wire and the way the current goes. There's a way to figure it. I don't know. I don't remember. I think I did know that stuff at one time, but I've forgotten it. But I do know that we'll come out on this one and then we go back in on this one, because the current always wants to go on the inside. This one here, where it's wrapped the opposite direction, will give us the opposite pole. So we'll have a north and a south. I don't know which one's going to be which, but that's beside the point. I'll show you what we got going for steel here in a minute. So this is a block of unknown material. It's 1.5 by 3.5. It's what I happen to have. Probably going to take quite a while to get cut through it. But we'll just let it go. I've got this cut at 9.5. It's supposed to be 10. But for the weight of it, I'm going to cheat it a little bit and Yeah, try to get rid of a little bit of weight because this is going to make that awful heavy. But anyway, I'll bring you back when it gets cut off. It's going to take 5-6 minutes to cut that probably. Kind of an interesting thing. This is a part number 5002357. As you can see, that's the edge of the first 0 and then the other 0. So I don't know what the steel is. If it's part numbered like that, who knows? That means nothing really, but it doesn't say serial number, it says part number, which is a good thing. If it was serial number, then you'd worry whether it was military, and it would probably be something stupid. But I'm hoping it's just cold rolled steel, or hot rolled. I guess it's hot rolled. So hopefully that's all it is. Anyway, I'm gonna go do some milling on it. Whatever it is, it seems to cut pretty good. Yeah, I got a 3-inch cut on a 3.5-inch piece, so I got to make a couple passes. That's no big deal. Head appears to be trimmed in about perfect because it's cutting on both sides and leaving the tracks to the first side, so that's pretty close to 0. So anyway, I probably won't leave you on for the whole thing because this cutter is extremely dull. But this is just the head of the bolt. Just seemed like it would be cleaner if I went this way. I only have one flute or one edge that's really doing the cutting, so I have to kind of not crowd it, just let it go kind of slow. I'll bring you back when I get close to the end. And that's the bottom. Not bad. I'll take a chainsaw file, deburr the holes, there shouldn't be much in them, and wash this off in the solvent tank, clean her up, we'll see what we got. I'm gonna have to go get a ratchet. There we go. That one's tight. I always want to be good and tight because if there's any air gap, just like a coil on a lawnmower or something, you know, the more gap you got, the less magnetism you get. So that is it. It's clean on the bottom. And I will have to disassemble it. I just remembered I actually have to drill a hole here to go down through my other base. So I'll have to take them off, but that's going to be it for this part of the build. Yeah, 2 coils are done, pretty simple. 6 rows of 14 wire. That's about 5 and, well, it's 1 3/8 shaft we're wrapping around, and it's 5.5-inch collet. So anyway, it's come out good so far. Well, that's going to be it for today, everybody. We're going to finish drilling it, get ready to do some of the wiring next time, and build the pole pieces for the top. So anyway, take care, everybody. Don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.